Okay, since you took a quiz last week, and the quiz is essentially what is on your test for this week, I thought I should make a video going over the answers to last week's quiz. Um, right now, I'm about halfway done grading the class's quizzes, so if you don't have a grade yet, it will be coming very soon. So, all right, with number one, it says write a realistic word problem for 3/4 minus 1/3, then solve the word problem by drawing a picture. Okay, so first of all, we need a word problem. So this is subtraction. So we need 3/4 of something, and we are going to be taking away 1/3 of something. So whatever it is, you want to make sure that you're using the exact same unit, however. So it might be I have 3/4 of a pizza, and then something like I eat 1/3, and then again the label needs to match, so it's of a pizza for lunch. So how much pizza do I have left? Now, some people have been writing comparison problems, and they said something like, I rode 3/4 of a mile on a bike, and my friend rode 1/3 of a mile on his bike. So how much further did I ride than my friend? So you could also be doing a comparison. So whichever you want to do. Okay, so then the picture for this. 3/4 minus 1/3. So I want to start. I have 3/4 of something. So you would want to split this into 4 equal parts. And then I have 3/4. And then I am going to eat 1/3 of a whole pizza. So this is what I have. And then I eat, what does that look like? So 3/4. Sorry, 1/3, not 3/4. So I am going to eat this much pizza. Okay, so we want to do a comparison. So these are two different sizes right now. So we first want to make them equal size pieces. So I would split this one into 4ths and this one into 1/3. So now it's like I have 9 little pieces, and I am going to eat 4 of those pieces. So however you want to show this, you could be crossing them out. You could be taking your other color and coloring over. So I just need to see that you realize that you are removing those. So then our answer is what we have left over, which is right here. So our answer, we have 5 pieces. And now a rectangle has 12 pieces to it. So our answer is 5/12. Okay. I have to be able to see your answer in the picture and where the answer is coming from. So you are not allowed to just draw me a picture of 3/4, draw me a picture of 1/3, and then draw me a separate picture of 5/12. I have to see the action that is happening. So that is true for all of these problems in this quiz and on your test coming up. All right, question number 2. It says, write a realistic word problem for 1 2/3 times 1/4, then solve by drawing a picture. All right, so multiplication. So remember, we have groups of some particular size of something. So we need a particular size, and then we're going to make groups of that size. So I believe what I said was it takes 1/4 of a cup of chocolate chips to make cookies. To make a batch of cookies, I should say. So the question is, how many cups would I need for 1 2/3 batches? Okay, so batches are like groups, and then the 1/4 is the size. So whatever it happens to be, a particular number of groups and a particular size of something. All right, so then a picture. What is this going to look like? So we need 1 2/3 groups of 1/4. So we're going to need one group of a fourth, and then we will also need 2/3 of a group of a 1/4. So what will that look like? Okay, so if we draw some rectangles, let's see. So we're going to make fourths. Okay, so here's a fourth and here's a fourth. Okay, so we need one full group of 1/4. So that means I'm going to take this entire 1/4. So I need all of that. And then out of this fourth, I am going to need 2/3 of this fourth. So that means for the fourth that I have, if I chop that into 3 parts, I only need 2 of those parts. Okay. So it's going to look something like that. All right, then to get our answer, we need same size pieces. So this one has been cut into thirds, so continue that. And then this one has also needs to be the same size pieces, so cut this one as well. And then our answer, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. And it takes how many of those pieces to make a whole rectangle? There are 12. So, oops. So the answer to number 2 is also 5/12. Okay. So you will notice on the quiz, number 1 and number 2 were both worth 4 points apiece. So I did 2 points for the word problem, 2 points for the picture. And then 2 points for the word problem, 2 points for the picture. Then when we get to 3, 4, and 5, 3, 4, and 5 are only asking you to draw pictures. So they are 2 points apiece. Now, in the quiz, you may have noticed number 5 said it was only worth 1 point. So I have tried to change that so that they're all the same. This is actually now worth 2 points. So this quiz should be out of 14 points. I believe originally it said 13. And I tried to fix it in the quiz itself, but the quiz is still showing that number 5 is only 1 point, but the point total is 14. So the point total is correct. I don't know how to fix it to change the point total. But if you're wondering what was happening with that, that is the situation. Okay, so number 3, Marco and Kiera mow lawns in the summer to make extra money. Marco mowed 2/3 of Mrs. Baxter's yard, and Kiara mowed 1/5 of it. What fraction of the yard still needs to be mowed? So draw a picture. Okay, so what do we have? We have Marco, his portion of the yard, and we have Kiera, her portion of the yard. Okay, so Marco mows 2/3 of Mrs. Baxter's yard. So that's going to look like this. Okay, and then Kiara is going to mow 1/5 of it. So 1/5 of it would mean 1/5 of Mrs. Baxter's yard. It wouldn't make sense for her to mow 1/5 of what Marco already did. If you think about mowing, you're not going to cover up what somebody else already did. So we would need to split her yard into fifths. So she is doing this much. Okay, so then we need the fraction of the yard that still needs to be mowed. So you should draw yourself a picture of how much has already been mowed. So this is split into thirds, this is split into fifths. So we would want to make these same size pieces. So go ahead and split them into same size pieces. So same thing over here, same size pieces for our total. All right, so then fill it in. So Marco is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of these boxes. So here's Marco's part. Highlighter's giving out. And then Kiara has 3 boxes worth. All right, so if that is Mrs. Baxter's yard, the part that still needs mowed is right here. So those two boxes out of how many boxes make up her yard? There should be 15. So our answer should be 2/15 for this one. Okay. Number 4, Chandler has a job mowing grass for the city using a riding lawnmower. He can mow 5/6 of an acre every hour. So how many hours will it take him to mow the 3-acre city park? So we have acres and hours. So we're trying to see how many times 5/6 will go into 3 acres. So this one is a division problem. So we're doing 3 divided by 5/6. So just think about, what do you have? We know we have 3 acres to mow. So, all right, so let me just color those just for effect. Okay, so he can mow 5/6 of an acre every hour. So if we split these into sixths, let's do that. Then every 5/6 is going to be an hour of time. So this right here would be hour number 1. So that's 5/6. And then another 5/6 would be another 5 pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this would be right here. That's his second hour of mowing. Uses 5/6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be his third hour of mowing. Okay, so he mows for 3 full hours, and then we still have 3 pieces left over. So answer is going to be 3 full hours, and then we have 3 pieces of how much do we need to make another hour of time. So in an hour, remember, an hour is 5/6, so it's 5 little pieces. So this would be 3 of 5 pieces we would need to make another full hour of time. Okay. So you might be tempted to say it's 3 out of 6 in a rectangle. However, the 6 in the rectangle would be talking about acres, and we are talking about hours. And it only takes 5 of those 6 pieces to make an hour. So answer for number 4 should be 3 3/5. Okay, and then the last one, Rowena had 3/4 of a room to paint in 4 hours. So how much of the room must she paint each hour to finish on time? So she has 3/4 of a room, and you are going to split that into 4 equal parts, 4 equal hours. So a room and hours, 2 different labels. That should be a clue to you that this is another division problem. So this one is measurement up here. So this time, this is a partition problem because we're doing equal size groups. Okay, so 3/4 of a room. So we have 3/4 of a room. That looks like that. Now, this amount of space needs divided over 4 hours of time. So how can we split this into 4 hours of time? Split it into 4 groups. So if we cut these all into fourths, okay, then you would have those 3 would be like hour 1. Then here would be, those 3 would be hour 2. These 3 would be hour 3. And then those 3 would be hour 4. So there is your 4 groups. So then our answer, again, if we split this rectangle into same size pieces so we can get our answer, how many are in each group? So there's 3 squares in each group. So 3 squares in group 1, 3 squares in group 2, 3 squares in group 3, 3 squares in group 4. So our answer, we have 3 pieces. And there are how many pieces in the full room? That has been split into, 16? 16. So our answer for number 5 is 3/16. Okay. All right, so that wraps up the quiz. Just keep studying for your test this coming week, and if you have any questions, let me know.